When is a steak more than just a steak? Hello, my name is Gabbriell Cohen and I am currently a senior at Apopka High School, where I am the FFA chapter student advisor and Wranglers 4-H's vice president. I have a strong passion for the livestock industry and will be going to Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College in Georgia to study livestock production and ag business. In 2018, I started GC Cattle Company, located here in Apopka, Florida. I started GC Cattle Company out of my passion for livestock. At GC Cattle, we take pride in raising high-quality beef cattle for an affordable price. For my 2019 Central Florida Fair, I chose to raise a market steer named Johnny 2.0. It's July 4th, a typical hot, sunny summer day here in Florida. Everybody is meeting at Wekiva Falls for some canoeing, swimming, volleyball, and most importantly, a cookout. Your friend Cole the meat. He stops at the local Winn-Dixie to buy steaks, much to his surprise that they are $12.99 a pound. So he goes to Walmart only to find that they are $11.77 a pound. He is running out of time since he is supposed to be at Wekiva Springs at 12 and it is already 11:30. Now he makes one last stop at Publix that's on the way to the Springs. He rushes to the meat department only to find that the cost isn't any better. They are only $11.19 a pound. He changes gears, buys some ground beef, hot dogs, buns, and makes the executive decision that everybody is going to have hot dogs and hamburgers. Cole shows up with the food and explains the situation, and everybody agrees that the prices for steak was outrageous. Cole starts the grill and everyone waits to start cooking the hamburgers and hot dogs. So you're probably wondering why I just told you about Cole's steak buying experience. Well, this story brings up the question, when is a steak more than just a steak? Is it more cost efficient to buy a whole steer from a 4-H or FFA member, or to buy your meat from your local Winn-Dixie, Publix, or Walmart? Let's take a look at my steer, Johnny 2.0. He is on track to check into the fair at around 1,260 pounds. If we look at his weight and figure the average dressing percentage for cattle is 62%, then Johnny 2.0 would have a carcass weight of 781 pounds with the meat, bones, and fat. After cutting and trimming the fat, you lose about 25% of the carcass weight. That means that if we end up with about 586 pounds of meat, of the total about 363 pounds of meat, that will be steaks and roast, while the remaining 223 pounds will be stew meat and ground beef. Those numbers and break them down even further, you'll end up with 24 roast, 28 T-bone steaks, 10 sirloin tip steaks, 28 ribeye steaks, 12 round steaks, some short ribs, flank steaks, stew meat, and more brisket than you can ever eat by yourself, and then about 150 pounds of ground beef. So if we do the math with Johnny 2.0, his cost from the supermarket would be, the total cost for steaks and roast would be $3,056.46. The total cost of stew and ground beef would be $1,393.75. And the total cost of meat from Johnny 2.0 would be altogether of $4,450.21. Now, if you came to the Central Florida Fair and bought Johnny 2.0 from me, you would end up spending the cost of the steer, which would be a 1,260-pound steer times $3 a pound, which would be around $3,780. The total cost of the steer to have him processed would be approximately $500. And the total cost of meat from Johnny 2.0 through the 4-H or FFA livestock sale would be $4,280. And that would be a total saving of $170.21. Instead of going to the grocery store, how about come out and bid on Johnny 2.0, tag number 22 on March 17th at the Central Florida Fair.